Ms. Pooja Upadhyay, admired for her exceptional teaching skills and warm personality. With a strong commitment to nurturing young learners, she combines effective classroom management with a student-friendly approach, creating an environment where children feel both inspired and supported. Her ability to balance discipline with empathy has earned her the respect and affection of students and teachers alike, making her a cherished presence in the school community. Beyond her classroom, Ms. Upadhyay has made significant contributions to extra-mile education and training, moderating numerous online sessions that have enriched the learning experience for many. Recognized as an effective teacher and mentor, she continues to leave a lasting impact through her dedication, innovation, and heartfelt passion for education. Hearty welcome, Ms. Pooja. Please proceed. The stage is yours.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir, Biju sir, for this beautiful introduction. Salam, sir. Something is going wrong with my camera.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I will check in between, sir, if...
Yeah, you can start.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome from all of us at Extra Mile Education and Training. We are delighted to have you join us today for an important and forward-looking session on engineering prompt for future-ready teaching. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our program director and resource person for today's session, Dr. Abdul Salam sir. A heartfelt welcome to Mr. Biju S. Pillai sir. To all the educators and participants who have joined us this evening, I extend a hearty welcome. Your presence reflects your commitment to continuous professional learning and readiness to embrace emerging educational innovation. Sincere thanks to Dr. Salam for giving me this opportunity to host today's session. It is truly an honor and a privilege for me. Thank you so much, sir. Before we begin, I would like to briefly go through a few guidelines to ensure a smooth and interactive session. If you have any question during the session, please post them in the chat box. For a more interactive experience, participants are encouraged to ask questions. Kindly use the raise hand feature and wait for your name to be called before speaking. Regarding certificates, we will share the link towards the end of the session. Now let us put our hands together to welcome Mr. Biju S. Pillai, Principal of Madhur Central School and Treasurer of Bharat Transformers Academic Group, BTAC, passionate education leader committed to nurturing academic excellence and supporting educators in adapting to new age learning frameworks. Sir, I would like to request you to address the gathering. Over to you, Biju, sir.
Thank you, Pooja ma'am. Most respected resource person, Dr. Abdul Salam sir, and all other educators present in today's Extra Mile platform. Even it's late, I take this opportunity to wish all a happy Independence Day. Now, today's topic is the prompt engineering for future-ready teaching. So, dear teachers, this is highly relevant topic for teachers and school leaders because AI tools such as ChatGPT and other programs can support lesson planning and assessment, differentiation, competency-based learning, and administrative works also. So all these we have to get updated. So the for more relevant documents and how to use it today, we will share it and we'll come to know from our program director. So today, let all the educators get the more opportunities to share their doubts and get more relevant knowledge about this particular topic, future ready teaching. So I remain wishing all the very best for today's program. Salam sir. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Pooja, you can
Thank you so much, Biju sir, for your kind words. It is my privilege to introduce our program director and resource person for today's session, Dr. Abdul Salam sir. With more than 30 years of experience in the field of education, Dr. Salam is widely respected as a CBSE master trainer and government impaneled assessor affiliated with the National Accreditation Board for Education and Training NAVET. He is the founder and CEO of Extra Mile Education and Training, as well as the founder of Bharat Transformers Academic Group. Through these initiatives, he has been instrumental in empowering educators and institutions by providing high quality professional development programs, academic leaderships, trainings, and guidance on emerging educational trends. An award winning education leader, Dr. Salam is known for his commitment to strengthening modern pedagogy, prompting innovation in classrooms, and guiding schools in successfully implementing new curriculum frameworks and technology driven learning models. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us today. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to you to take over the proceedings of the evening. Over to you, Salam sir.
Thank you, Miss Pooja, and thank you, Biju sir, and all the educators who have joined. First of all, happy Independence Day to everyone, and thanks for joining.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
your enthusiasm, your active participation, though being holiday for everybody. You try to, turn up for this session, which I think is very important for everybody. As I said, we thought of, postponing the session, but still, we have never postponed any session. So every Saturday we go, and we facilitate, educators through, sharing its recording and all. So that is why we are here, and we, really appreciate your presence. So today's topic, everybody has come to know. So I want everybody to interact with me. This is going to be a discussion rather than a presentation. So my first question to everybody, hope everybody is ready. Everybody please come to the chat box. And the first question is, when you hear the word prompt engineering, what comes to your mind? Please let us know. Let's discuss. Prompt engineering. So answers: anxiety,
sir.
Sulochana, yeah.
Sulochana ma'am is saying
So
anxiety.
when you listen, when you hear about the word or the term prompt engineering, what is your idea? Promptness in using
Promptness in
technology.
using technology.
Okay, then Ranchita. Okay, Ranchita ma'am, thank you.
Directing AI to do something. ChatGPT prompt engineering means how to give instructions to the system in simple means.
Okay,
Kamlesh Ranashar is saying to ask anything to AI.
precisely. Okay,
Precisely, yes.
okay. So every of your answer is, Lata ma'am, refining input prompts to get desired response from AI. Okay, agreed.
What exactly to do? Bindu
What
ma'am is saying.
exactly to do? Who is that?
Yes. Bindu ma'am. Bindu Ranjit.
Ranjit. Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Bindu Ranjit, can you make it clear what exactly to do from whom? Yes. Any others?
Bindu ma'am, please.
To get
Anita
accurate
K.
results
Nair ma'am
from,
is
yeah.
saying to get accurate result from AI tools.
Okay. Anita ma'am, congratulations. You have won the Freedom Quiz today. First position, winner. And Anita ma'am is also a resource person of Extra Mile. And yeah, Subhashini, what to do, how to do, what format, what constraints. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, so all your answers are centered around AI. Okay, so my another question is whether we use these prompts in our daily life, in our classrooms. do we use prompts in our daily life? What do you mean by prompt first? What do you mean by prompt? And whether we use it in our daily life, whether in a classroom. Can I get a few answers? Please come fast. Instruction, questioning techniques. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do for lesson plan assessments, pedagogy,
Mm,
new form,
Okay. So we use giving
giving
instructions.
instructions,
Okay.
Vanita Mansi.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. So we use prompts in our daily life. Okay. Well, and the result of everything, any action, is dependent upon our prompts, right? I hope everybody agrees. For example, you have, you have purchased some clothes, and you are, going to the tailor, okay, giving the cloth to the tailor, and you want to get the cloth to be stitched the way you like, right? According to your desire or your expectations. So, what prompts do you give to the tailor? What instructions or prompts do you give to the tailor? Specifically, can anyone type specifically? Tenzing, Chowki. We are very glad that many teachers from the east part of India also have started, joining Extra Mile. Thank you so much. Okay, AJ measurement. So I'm talking about the prompts. So your volume is low. I think this is the usual, complaint. If you can hear, if you cannot hear properly. So those who cannot hear properly, please use the headphone, because my system is okay. Because if the system is faulty, then everybody cannot hear. So what about Miss Pooja? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir. Actually, I am used to it, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Biju sir?
Yeah, sir, it's very clear.
Okay, okay, thank you. So those
But
who can,
actually, sir, you speak little, less louder, so I think it is
no, I am
so they
speaking
can
much
use
louder.
headphone. Yes.
Yeah, I am speaking much louder. They can use the headphone, maybe, So step-by-step sequence to stitch. Okay, agreed, Sulochana, principal ma'am. Okay, thank you so much. If you don't give the prompts properly, you will you will have to visit the tailor 2-3 times, right? Until you throw the cloth and ask the tailor to wear it. That usually happens. So everything depends upon the prompt. So thank you so much. Well, moving ahead, classroom prompts to AI prompts. So let us first, discuss what are the classroom prompts, how they should be like, and how it is, helpful for AI prompts. Okay, prompt engineering as instructional design for teachers. So we are talking about prompt engineering as instructional design for teachers. So we will come to know what is the relevance of prompt engineering these days. Okay. So through this session, we are planning to have some desirable, behavioral outcomes like connect classroom instructions with the AI prompting. That is what we were discussing. Identify major types of prompting. We will also see what are the types of prompting and explain the growing global demand for AI prompting skills. Design prompts aligned with the competency-based education. That also we will see how these prompts can help competency-based education. Generate authentic application-based learning activities and assessments. Evaluate and refine AI-generated educational content responsibly. So these are our points for discussion and also the learning outcomes. How it is relevant for teachers is design competency-based learning experience. So prompt engineering is going to help or is helping competency-based learning experience. Somebody was asking through the registration forms, how prompt engineering helps experiential learning and the classroom instruction, interaction, etc., etc. So that is what we will see today. Generate authentic classroom situations, differential learning. Okay, so everything depends upon the prompting and prompt engineering. Develop case-based assessments, create rubrics and feedback, teach students responsible AI use. That is very important. Prepare learners for an AI-supported workplace. Why we need to use prompt engineering these days in our classroom? Teachers, I think everybody, as we discussed through the chat, everybody know the heart of prompting. For example, in our classroom, we give questions, we ask questions, we give cues, we give examples, we give directions to perform tasks, we give feedback, right? That these all guides student response. Why we give these instructions, classroom prompts to get student response. Whereas when we talk about the AI prompt, it should be a clear request that gives AI the context, purpose, task, format, and criteria it needs. Can anybody, differentiate why we have to give a clear request to AI prompt as AI prompt? Why should it be very clear? Can you come to the chat box again? Classroom prompt and AI prompt we have seen, and in AI prompt it is said a clear request that gives AI the context, purpose, task, format, and criteria it needs. So it will give clear output. Yeah, yes, Pooja ma'am. Yes.
Subhashini ma'am is saying it will give clear output based on our clear prompt. Lata ma'am is saying we can get the appropriate response and save time.
Okay. Thank you.
To get more
Accuracy
clear.
purpose.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you everybody to get more clearer and accurate feedback. Yes, all have more or less the same point exactly why it should be clear. And also in a classroom you are, or in your daily life you are directly communicating with the person, and through the facial expressions, the voice modulation, all gestures, other party, I mean the respondent can understand what you are expecting. But whereas when you give prompt to AI, AI cannot identify you, understand your feelings, your emotions, your gestures and all. That's why we have to have certain strategies to give a prompt to AI. So that's how it is different. So there is a third point. You can see when the first response is not enough from students, what we give is we give feedback and ask for a revision. But this is applicable for AI prompt as well. But in AI prompt, many times we have to revise the prompts, right? For the AI, we have to revise the instruction for the AI many times. Why? Because AI is a system that is built based on the previous information available. It uses its artificial intelligence to go through the system or the information available and get back to you with the result. So it should be very accurate. So the new skill is not a magic wording. Actually, we have been using it. It is clearer instructional design. Actually, AI prompt or prompt engineering actually means clearer instructional design. So that makes everything clear. So when I'm drawing your attention to a classroom scenario. You are teaching about water, okay, and you ask students to write something about water. So what answers you are going to get? Please come to the chat box again and please guess what answers you are going to get. You are asking the children to write something about the water. What did learners have to guess? Or what do learners have to Gus.
We drink water. Water is transparent, Ranjita ma'am.
Hmm. Okay.
One second, sir. They will write what they know about water.
Hmm.
Anita ma'am is saying solvent, necessity for life,
Hmm.
properties of water.
Okay.
Yes,
Sources
sir.
of
Kamlesh
water,
sir is saying
resources.
composition of water, AJ universal solvent,
Hmm. Hmm.
character of the water, all kinds of relevant and irrelevant stuffs would be answered.
Hmm.
Kamlesh sir is again saying sources of water. Vanita ma'am is resources.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Our participants are proactive, sir. Always, I appreciate this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everybody for your inputs. Madam, this side, Kamalesh, what is that?
Kamlesh sir, Kamlesh Rana, I think.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So thank you, everybody. Yes, here is another question. Different answers are expected, right? You are giving different answers, sources of water, H2O, or drink plenty of water, or a lot of answers have come. Why it has come? Why the different answers have come is we have just given write something about water. We have not given to whom we are asking. It does not, mention. We don't mention the purpose, which grade, what should be the length of your answer, what should be the format of the answer, what should be the success criteria. That means with evidence and all. Success criteria means evidence and all. So how can we give a clear prompt to the classroom is, this is how we have to give a clear prompt, and this is also called differential teaching. Okay, differential teaching. That means you have to give different prompts to different students according to their levels. That is called differentiated instruction. The same thing applies here in AI as well. So here the clearer prompt should be like, in 3 sentences, you are explaining to a grade 5 students why water conservation is important. So this theme is water. Include one everyday example and conclude with one action. The student can take it home. You can take it home. So this is called competency based learning. We do not directly ask questions like, what are the sources of water, what is the composition of water, or anything like that. We are giving applicable application based questions. So this strategy is called PALCO. What is PALCO? There should be a purpose in your instruction or in your prompt. Who is the audience? Length of the answer, content, what should be the everyday life example, and outcome. So that is the success criteria, outcome. Okay, so this PALCO, you please remember in your daily transaction, PALCO. When you frame an instruction or a question, this type of questions should be there, for competency checking, and purpose, audience, length, content, outcome. These should be the necessary strategies or elements for your outcome. Or you can use a much clearer prompt. It is also called clear. A clearer prompt called clear. What is clear? Your prompt should indicate the context. Okay, it should have the learning outcome, it should have exact task definition, the appearance means material, whether you want models, classroom models, okay, or worksheets, or any portfolio, any kind of, there is appearance. Then requirement, what is the requirement, what is specific about your work. So clear, you can keep in mind. Clear prompts reduce guesswork before AI starts writing. So this can be applied to your classroom as well as to AI instructions. So keep in mind two strategies. One is PALCO. The next one is, which is the next one, Pooja ma'am? You're on mute. You're on mute. Okay, we'll go to the next. So your task begins here. We have, explained what is clear. Look at this question and find out clear. What is clear? Content, learning outcome, exact task, appearance, requirements. Miss Pooja, are you here with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please check the answers. So I want the
Yes.
participant to, define what is, based on this question. Miss Pooja will read out the question.
Okay.
And we have to find out the context and learning outcome, exact task, appearance, and requirements in this question, in this instruction or prompt.
Can I read, sir,
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
Or you want me to read their answers?
No. You please read the question first.
Okay, sir. I did grade 7 science to a mixed ability class of
40 students. Create a 20-minute collaborative activity that helps students distinguish between physical and chemical changes. Present the response under learning outcome, materials, preparation. Can all hear me? Hello? Stuck.
Sulochana ma'am, you can try.
Disconnected. Got disconnected?
Who, sir?
Whether I was disconnected or
Yes, sir.
Sir,
You
I
were
think
disconnected
you were
actually.
disconnected, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The screen visible now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. So participants, sorry for the interruption. Miss Pooja, whether answers have come, what is the context here?
Yes, sir. Two answers came actually. One is by Subhashini ma'am. That is context is equal to physical and chemical changes. Another one,
No. Context.
Sulochana ma'am is saying,
what is the context here? What is the
can I
context here?
unmute?
What is the context here?
Physical and okay, sir.
What did they say? Because I missed the, for a while.
Sir, yes, sir. That I'll repeat here, sir. Subhashini ma'am is saying context is equal
Context,
to
yes,
physical
iPhone,
and
thank
chemical
you.
changes.
Context is grade 7 science. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Context is grade 7 science. Very good. What is the learning
Science.
outcome? Learning
Analyze
outcome.
academic performance, chemical changes. But
Learning outcome. What should be the learning outcome in this instruction prompt? Chemical changes. Okay.
identify strength, Anita ma'am is saying.
Yes, identify, strength, distinguish between physical and chemical changes. Right, that is the learning outcome. Learning objective or learning outcome. What is the exact task? Yes, Ranchita ma'am, correct. Thank you. So what is the exact task here? We are just analyzing a prompt, whether it is classroom prompt or AI prompt, but the prompt should be like this. Then only the students will get clear idea. Sometimes, what happens is students do not understand the question, especially in mathematics. So let us have the questions very clear. CLEAR, clear. So what should be the exact task here? Task, analyze the theory and practical performance. Anybody else? 20-minute collaborative activity, iPhone again. See, please, iPhone, I can call you by your name if you change your name of your window. Yeah, 20 minutes collaborative activity is the task, exact task. What should be the appearance? What you want to get from the students?
My name is Rashi, sir, not iPhone.
My name is Rashi. Okay, please change your, window with Rashi. Yes, Rashi, yeah.
Analyze the theory, sir. Padma
Okay,
ma'am is saying.
appearance, I'm talking about
Anita
the
Kenar ma'am is
appearance.
saying.
Appearance means what kind of material you want, what activity you want. Okay, appearance, what activity we want. Then what is the requirement?
Knowing about water.
Requirement is only safe and easily available material. Only safe and easily available material. Am I audible, Miss Pooja?
Yes, sir, you are.
Somewhere I am echoing. I was echoing, I think. Anyway. Okay.
No, only once it happens, sir, just for a second. Now it is okay, completely okay.
Okay. Miss Sulojana, what is your doubt? We will clear the doubt and go. Okay.
Need to unmute, sir, ma'am is saying.
Yes, yes. Very Sulojana. You can unmute, no? Sulochana, yes. Yes.
Sir, am I audible? Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening.
Sir, in
Yes,
this requirement, you said requirement is use only safe and easily available materials. But the requirement, according to this prompt that is displayed here, says create a 20-minute collaborative activity. Will that not be the requirement, sir?
That is the exact task, madam.
Okay, so how do we differentiate between the task and the requirements? Sir?
Requirement means what you specifically require from the students with which you know what they have to do. For example, like you know, it should be real life situation. It should be context based, evidence based. So what additional information you are giving to the AI or to the students? Very specific instruction. Be careful, or when you talk about tell the students be very careful. When you go to the other side of the school. So that is the major requirement. That means a kind of caution you are giving, or something like that. So that is here when you talk about the AI prompt, the requirement is you want to get, because if AI gives activity with which for which you need some very expensive things. So what is your requirement? We cannot go for expensive things, right? So that is here called requirement for AI prompt. Okay. So if you are giving a project to students and ask them to do the project or bring materials, what is your requirement? Bring only home used or waste materials, so that it can be cost effective. So that is what here. So your create 20-minute collaborative activity is the exact task. Hope it is clear.
I got it, sir. I got it, sir. So my understanding is the main question that we are expecting is the exact task, and the additional specifications that we give will come under requirements.
Very good. Excellent.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Examples. Write about pollution. So when you give a competency, you want a competency-based question and want to make AI to make a competency-based question, you can use the CLEAR, and you will get a question like, competency-based classroom prompt and competency-based AI prompt, right? The difference is your school has noticed increasing plastic waste after lunch. So this may be a prompt, competency-based, working in groups, study the possible causes and purpose, 3 practical solutions, and propose 3 practical solutions. Select the most effective solution and justify your decision using cost, feasibility, and environmental impact. So when you give this prompt to the class, the students will clear the doubt how they can do and all. And when you give the same scenario to AI, it should be like you have to go for the clear context. You have to mention the context. So I want a project for my students to work on. Please suggest the project. I am going to give this project to my grade 7 science students, a science project. So that is the first one, context. As a grade 7 science teacher. So my dear friends, when you go for such prompts in the AI, you have to specifically mention the context. That is the very important point here. You have to begin like this. Design a collaborative competency-based task. If you start with a design, just to design a competency-based collaborative task means
Sir,
it will
not able to
decide-
hear, sir.
Can you hear?
No, sir, it's very clear for me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Audio is clear, Kuldeep sir is saying.
Okay, okay. Biju sir, please use headphone now. Okay. So I was talking about when you start with a design a collaborative means, the AI will give you different, levels of, maybe it will give you for grade 12 or grade 10. So you have to specifically mention the context. So there is a difference here. School lunch break, student must collect information, analyze cause. So this should be given, then only, AI will give the result. Analyze causes, compare solutions. So they will be, the answer should be like, there should be comparison. Also, you can include computational thinking here. Actually, AI will be doing computational thinking based on your question input. Include group roles, guiding questions, expected evidence. For example, this you want for, teaching. You don't know how to, carry out this project. So you are giving prompts to the AI and taking help from the AI. AI will give you the step-by-step procedure. What is first to be done? What is next to be done? What is next to be done? So that is going to be the end result. So, for example, somebody started annotating. Okay, thank you. Well, for English, general prompt is like write an essay about trees. This is a general prompt that we have seen. But well-designed prompt is what we usually do in the classroom. Like that mathematics, solve this percentage problem. You cannot just say solve this percentage problem. Students, they cannot guess too much. But let us be very clear. You explain the context, the exact work, the learning outcome, everything should be there in the well-designed prompt. You can see the general prompt and the well-designed prompt. So you can please just read. I'll give you a few seconds. Mathematics teachers, science teachers, social science teachers. Okay, shall we go to the next slide? Hope it is clear to
Sure, sir.
everybody.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So the classroom pattern transfers directly to AI. Okay, this is how the transfer happens. Teacher gives an instruction, user gives a prompt. So that's the difference. Teacher, when we teach, we give instructions to students, but when it comes to AI prompt, we are becoming a user. The AI does not know we are a teacher unless you mention, I'm a teacher of grade 7, if I science or English, then the AI can understand and will contextualize accordingly. So it is going to be very clear. And yes, student interprets the task. Here, AI interprets the request. We give task to students, we give request to the task become request to AI. Student uses prior learning. Student uses prior learning. AI uses available knowledge and context available. Okay. Teacher gives feedback. User gives follow-up prompt. So one prompt is not working means you have to change the prompt, right? So we'll see the different kinds of prompts also. Student revise the work. AI generates revised output. I hope everybody experiences the same. Unless and until you are very happy, you keep on changing the prompt to AI, right? For example, you are making a worksheet, or you're asking, giving request to AI to make a poster. So unless and until you are happy, you keep on changing. So what are these changes? What are the keep on changing problems? So these are we have explained. A classroom need becomes a better AI prompt. Okay. So we have seen weak AI prompt and improved AI prompt. Give me an activity on fractions. No, let us not say give me an activity on fractions, but let us use clear. Okay, let us use clear. So this is what we are going to see, the major types of, we keep revising the prompts. So there are, about 9 to 10 kinds of prompts we use in our daily life, unknowingly or knowingly, right? So for example, if you use giving an instruction without an example, we don't give the context. We just give an example. Create 5 application-based questions on fraction for grade 5. Context is given, but no example is given. So it is called a direct prompting. It is called direct prompting. Use the following sample case-based question. Sample is there, example is there. So it is called a one-shot prompting. It's called one-shot prompting. This is just for our knowledge. When it comes to, task or giving prompt, we don't have to memorize this. We are, analyzing our task. I mean, our prompts on a daily basis. We are doing this exercise activity. So what are these kinds of prompts we are exercising? Few shot prompting means providing several examples so that AI can identify the pattern. That's a one very good, prompt giving exercise activity. Role-based prompting. I am a student of, so and so, or I am a teacher of so and so. Providing several assigning AI professional role. Act as a teacher of grade 7 mathematics. So that is called role-based prompting. And contextual prompting is like providing details about students and the learning situation, right? Example is there. My grade 7 student in a class has mixed ability learners and etc. etc. Yeah, there are 10 types of prompts we are exercising daily. Next is structured prompting. What is structured prompting? Being very specifying sections, format and limits. For example, present the response under learning outcome. So we are giving specific areas for performance. Sequential prompting, dividing a complex task into stages. Okay, like step by step, we are giving prompts step by steps. First, identify the competency, then create an authentic situation. So these are the prompts we can practice every day so that you will get the desired result. Iterative prompting, improving the result through follow-up prompts. If you want more and more results, you give more follow-up prompts. Okay, yeah, I am okay with it. You do this also. So you give suggestions, replace the earlier prompt. Evaluation prompting is asking AI to review content against criteria, whether it is accurate against the criteria we have given. Multimodal prompting is using text together with an image, chart, document, or other media. I think how many of you have tried this multimedia model prompting? You can give a text or a picture. You can upload a picture and ask the AI to analyze the picture, and you don't have to type all the things. You can give the picture wherein all the information is there. Already, for example, you have a question paper. Upload the question paper. Ask AI to, but the prompt should be very specific. What is your desired result? Accordingly, of this 10, prompts, you can use any prompt. If you use the last one with a multimodal prompting, that is uploading things and becoming very clear to get the results like study. And so we can for example, you can give a short story you can upload and ask for a summary and how the summary should be, so etc. etc. Everything is possible with AI now. That is what AI prompt engineering. So we have seen prompt engineering, classroom prompts and AI prompts, right? why this AI prompt or prompt engineering is to be mastered in our classroom. The title of the session is Prompt Engineering for Future Ready Teaching, because nowadays we can see the demand for prompt engineers. Actually, prompt engineering is not just in teaching, it is in every sphere, especially in the what do you call analytics, or when companies conduct analytics, or business solutions, business data processing, marketing, all these areas prompt engineering is happening. And prompt engineering should not be presented only as a new job. Dedicated prompt engineer roles do exist, we will see. But much larger demand is for professionals in education. See, there is larger demand because nowadays companies, educational institutions, they do not even hire people who does not know how to do things with AI. If it is not happening, it will happen. So whenever we go for interview, that is going to be the first thing. Are you using AI? Are you using prompt engineering? That is going to be the next question when we appear for interviews or seeking jobs. Management, marketing, research, technology, healthcare, everywhere. AI and big data as the fastest growing skill. Why? 39% of the key job skills to change by 2030. Now only 2030 means very near. So 39% according to the study survey, 39% of the jobs will be to change based on the prompt engineering. See, Rutgers University has included prompt engineering in their syllabus, and students do courses on prompt engineering. They become prompt engineers. See, this is the 1,24,149 is the average salary. That is in dollar, okay? That is in dollar. Is the average salary of a prompt engineer. See the demand. They are drawing a lot of remuneration. It's a huge amount when you compare, calculate it to Indian money also, but in a dollar also, the average salary is like this. And the alarming thing or the surprising thing is that in January 2025, the prompt engineers were just 50 in the world. And when we reached May 2025, it has become 10,000. That means 200 times the opportunity has grown. It is about 2025. I am not talking about 2026. So you can very well imagine the opportunity for prompt engineers. Are we prompt engineers? Ms. Pooja, are we prompt engineers? We teachers?
Yes, sir. And if not, we are going to
Okay. Yes.
everyone, sir.
Yes, we are prompt engineers. So prompt engineering has a wider space in the future ready classroom. So let us, practice prompt engineering. You have the PALCO strategy and you have the clear strategy. So according to, when you use these two clear strategies, you can make prompts very effective. And also you can do some courses available on prompt engineering that will take you for deep learning. So prompt engineering scales when good prompts become shared patterns like clear context, explicit constraints, examples, and iteration that we have already seen through PALCO and CLEAR. Same thing is repeated. Prompt engineering is both an educational skill, so that is why I kept stressing on it, and an emerging workplace competency. It should be a workplace competency. That is the context I have given when you go for interview, or you are going to be assessed on this prompt engineering. skill also. So from classroom prompts to, that is the context we have. Let us look at a few studies here. Microsoft and LinkedIn's global workplace research reports that 75% of knowledge workers were already using AI at work. 75% of knowledge workers, just like teachers and all, they have started using AI at work. I think we have also started using, right? 66% of leaders said they would not hire someone without AI skills. See, 66% have already come up with a decision that they are not going to hire people without AI skills. So that is the stress here. So if we still, when we announced this topic, many might have, scared, feared that, oh my God, this is going to be a very tough topic. We have to learn this also. That may be the reason we have very few responses here today. That means attendees here today. 71% preferred a less experienced candidate. See, our experience is not going to help us. You will go and say, I have 30 years of experience, 25 years of experience, 35 years of experience, but it is not going to help us unless we have AI skills over a more experienced candidate without experience. Okay. So even if there is a candidate with a 1 year experience, if he has AI experience or skill, he is required, demanded. 79% of workers believed AI skills would broaden their employment opportunity. So this is according to a study, conducted by Microsoft and LinkedIn. So this should open our eyes, and we should go for learning new platforms using AI. AI everywhere, you can see everywhere lots of, applications available. Let us make use of them in the classroom scenario. That will make our teaching learning very, what do you call, stress-free. It will make it easy and time-saving also.
Sir, Lata ma'am is saying, what are the skills to be developed in classroom by teachers for prompt engineering?
In daily use of AI in their classroom teaching, if you are going to make a lesson plan, use AI, but you are going to give the clear prompts, then only you will get the correct lesson plan according to your expectation. And use technology, AI-based technology. These are the AI skills we can use. AI skills means every day we are using. Nowadays, every day we are using, but master the technology of prompting. Master the techniques of prompting. That is how it is. So Microsoft 2026 Work Trend Index also describe work as moving beyond the prompt. Again, it is moving beyond the prompt towards managing AI-supported workflows. AI-supported workflows means you are going to make funnels. Workflows means funnels. For example, you are making, what do you call, at the beginning of the year, you are making ACP, annual curriculum planning, right? You are making lesson plans, split up syllabus and all. Why we have to make it, manually? Why don't we use prompt engineering? It's very easy. The expectations, competencies, everything should be mentioned, clearly mentioned. Accordingly, AI will give you the correct, funnel. We call it funnel nowadays, with the flow chart algorithm. When you talk about the computational thinking, we talk about algorithm. Flow chart funnel is given right from June or May till the end of the year. Or you want one term, first term syllabus split up. Use prompt engineering. This is where Lata ma'am teachers have to develop their skills or start using prompt engineering. Let's not keep on asking for lesson plans. You can use prompt engineering to create lesson plans within very short time. We are not going to spend much time on lesson planning, because we have to conduct activities in the classroom. How we will plan the activities? By prompt engineering, you can get the activities planned by AI. We don't have to, think too much. We may, talk about our creativity, getting, lost and all. No. See, AI creativity is depending upon our creativity. When you make a picture, when you ask AI to make a picture or a poster, you are not satisfied because it is not according to your creativity. So you keep on giving prompts, right? So that is how, but you can make it, uh, things better. Earlier, this is actually, AI is, making the work easier, very effective and all. At the same time, people are losing job also. Especially in extra mail, I was using a designer for my, certificates and poster making and all. Now I am using prompt engineering. AI makes the posters every week, posters for me, certificates for me, right? So everything is, used. If you are not using AI on a daily life, you have to, be, of those, secluded group. So that is how it is. Again, now it is going beyond prompts also. So let us, speed up our learning and usage. So identify the right problem. So what do you call, therefore, the future skill? Lata ma'am was asking about the skills. The skills are here. Identify the right problem. Okay, communicating requirements clearly to AI, providing relevant context, evaluating AI output. You are the judge. We are the judge. Humans are the judge. Okay. We are not leaving everything to AI. Oh, okay, I got the lesson plan, the question paper, everything made by AI. No, we are going to judge. We have to judge using our discretion, logical reasoning, computational thinking, detecting errors and bias, right? AI can make mistakes. If you are using ChatGPT, Gemini and all, the disclaimer is there. Have you noticed that disclaimer? Please be very correct in your terms because AI can make mistakes. So let us not depend completely on AI for its correctiveness. Correctiveness depends upon us only, but you can get things done by AI, and it saves our time. It makes us tech savvy, skilled, technology enabled person or a prompt engineer, right? Refining results. You can to keep on refining results until you are happy. Combining AI efficiency with the human judgment. That is very important. That is what I have said. So connecting prompt engineering with the competency-based education, what can student understand, apply, analyze, create, or demonstrate? What instruction? Now we are talking about the competency, how you can use competency, how you can enhance the competency based teaching using AI. That is the next segment, the last segment. You can just very well, read for a few seconds. And I will, slowly read it for you. Competency-based principle and prompt engineering requirement. Same thing when you are using competency-based principles in the classroom. When you come to prompt engineering, you have to be a bit more specific, right? Clearly defined competency you have to give to the students. The same thing you have to give to the AI also. State the observable learning outcome based on the competency. So what competencies, for example, communication, creativity, these competency you are going to measure through your exercise. So you have to ask AI to make a question. I want to get the learning outcome of these two competencies. So that is very clear. Then application of knowledge in the competency-based, context. When you give it, provide an authentic real-life context. When you ask AI to make a question or a scenario or a workflow or something, instead of application-based question, it cannot understand. You give a context, right? Real life situation. Higher order thinking here on the on side, the same thing you have to get from AI means request analysis. Ask the machine to analyze. When we sorry, when we talk about higher order thinking in children, they use, their computational thinking, their, problem solving, logical reasoning, analytical thinking. All these are called, higher order thinking, right? So when it comes to AI, it is actually analysis, evaluation, criteria, decision making. All these prompts you have to give, right? Demonstration of learning. Students do demonstrate of their learning outcome. So what demonstration of learning you can get from AI? The product, right? Ask for a product, specific product, maybe a question paper, levels of, performance level, then solution or explanation for what it has created. If it is a question paper, answer also, so that we can match. Differentiated learning we were talking about, you can use it, you can level, you can give the prompts in such a way that moderate skilled or a high order thinking skill or gifted students like that request different levels of support and complexity. Slow learners, medium performers, and high achievers. Evidence of mastery. So we have portfolio, all these things, or students can solve the problems and come. But when it comes to AI, include assessment criteria or rubrics. Based on the assessment criteria rubrics, that is the evidence of mastery. There is assessment. So how you get the evidence of mastery? Through assessment, right? How can you use prompt engineering? By creating rubrics or what do you call assessment rubrics, or yes, include assessment criteria for rubrics. Then reflection and improvement. When students have done their work, solved their problems, we ask them to check whether we can do it in a different way. Creativity in Bloom's taxonomy, right? Can we do it in a different way? The highest level of their thinking. The same thing, ask students to justify, review, and revise. There should be, so you can ask AI to give space for asking students to justify, review, and revise. That type of questions you can. Teacher judgment is very important. Finally, for competency, we are the judges. Here, verify accuracy. You have to judge accuracy, suitability, fairness, and practicality. Okay, so that final judge is human only. So examples are there from different, subjects, competency aligned AI prompt that we have already seen. For science, example is given. Design a grade 6 investigation in which students determine which materials are suitable for keeping drinking water cool. This is the AI prompt we are giving for competency-based questions. This question is made by AI based on your prompt engineering, right? Hope everybody got it. This is an example from science, and this is from social science. So you can see the clear here, clear or PALCO here. Context is there, then learning outcome is there, then what is there? Clear, CL, then what is E? Expected task, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Going for capable check. So now it is our judgment. When AI prompt is given or AI prompt engineering has happened, you got very good result and all, but you have to use this capable check. Because AI can make
Mistakes.
Okay, so this capable check is very important before you present it to the class or to the management, higher authority. Whatever, you can easily get things done in whichever way you want by prompt engineering, but final check should be done by us through capable check. What is capable check? Capable means what is its competency? Is the intended competency clear? Okay. Authenticity. Is there a meaningful real life situation? This we were discussing. These are the prompts you have to give. So all these are there in the question. In this question, you can see this capable check. If you want, you can analyze now this capable check. right? Is the competency clear? Is the meaningful? Is the situation very clear? Must students do or demonstrate something? Is it very clear? Yes, in all the projects it is mentioned. Application level, does the task move beyond recall? Yes, definitely. Application level means competency means it is beyond recall. We never touch recall, remember, and all. We go, next to third level. From third level, application level only we go. Then benchmark. Are success criteria rubric provided? Whether this task is, can be evaluated, assessed with the rubrics, according to the rubrics. Learner suitability, is it appropriate or inclusive? Differential teaching possible through this. Evaluation, has the teacher verified and refined it? That is the last thing. So capable. So we have learned prompt engineering. It's as simple as we experience, in which you have to take care of Falco, clear, and capable. So these are the three, strategies you can make sure everything goes very clear. Keep practicing prompt engineering. Let us always give role prompting or context-based prompting. Mention the context very clearly and the rest of the things, so that you can get very clear result or very specific result. So every reliable workflow has these 5 steps, like you give prompt, then we retrieve get the relevant evidence from the prompt, then create a response we get, then verify. You can ask verify, you can also verify by yourself, then you can use the right format. It is up to us, because we are the final judges. Check the AI response before using it, whether it is factually correct, whether it is aligned to outcome, whether expected outcome it is matched, suitable for grade, practical in time. It may give more what do you call activities, unless and until you specify the time, 5 minutes activity. So that is very important. Okay, whether there is any ambiguity, whether it is unambiguous or whether there is any ambiguity, inclusive and fair. So these are the things we have to check. Improve one prompt you will use this week. So start practicing prompts. Write an essay on AI instead of write an essay on AI. Let us give a clear prompt to children and also to the what do you call AI. So thank you so much. This is a concluding message for everybody. Teachers have always been prompt engineers, not today. We have been and we will be. Competency-based education requires teachers to design prompts that generate thinking, application, and performance. Right? So thinking, application, performance, everything is their task, but we have to specify that there should be room for these things in the prompts. AI allows them to develop such experiences more efficiently, but personal judgment remains with the teacher. So the much disputed question whether AI is going to replace human being is also solved here, I think. But definitely you can see, Apple coming forward or Microsoft coming forward, Samsung coming forward, Facebook coming forward, sacking, multiple employees all on a sudden, on a fine morning. It happens because of the competency. AI prompting, so we have to be AI prompt engineers, okay? Not only AI, prompt engineers, so that we can get the desired result, very specific result. So thank you so much. Any question?
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, so I can stop sharing, yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for that highly informative and insightful session. Your detailed explanation of the prompt engineering for future ready teaching, the strategies for integrating these concepts across subjects has provided educators with valuable clarity, confidence, and practical direction for the upcoming academic year. Your guidance will certainly help schools and teachers prepare students thrive in a rapidly evolving technology driven world. Sir, we will now move to the question and answer session.
Yes, I need to get a few feedback on the chat box.
Sure, sir.
What was,
Participants are welcome. Yes,
yeah,
sir. Participants are welcome to ask their questions. Kindly raise your hand or post your question in the chat
Kamlesh
box, and
Rana, thank you for enriching.
sir will be happy to address it.
Yeah, thank you for an enriching workshop. Gratitude. Thank you, Kamlesh Rana. And anything you would contribute. You must be more knowledgeable than us. Thank you so much, sir, for such an interesting session. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very well explained each point in a very nice manner. Thank you, Subhashni ma'am. Thank you for your contribution input also. Yeah, we will come up with such sessions, and also we welcome everybody to come on board Extra Mile so that we can contribute to the teaching community. Infamous Sulochana ma'am, thank you so much. Subhashni, Sulochana, Kamlesh sir, everybody. Yeah, Ranchida ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. This will truly help us making our prompts better. Yes, definitely. Please try. Keep learning. Amit, thank you, Amit. Thank you, Akila. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. Thank you so much. I learned how to check our prompt. Yes. And somebody was asking whether, we can check with AI whether our prompts are prompt enough. Accurate, how accurate? Yes, definitely you can you do this exercise with AI. If anybody would like to, contribute their knowledge, thank you, Suriji ma'am. Thank you. Yes, if there is no question, then we can wind up. Thank you so much, Miss Pooja, for your help, as usual.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, Biju sir. Biju sir, please let us wind up. Pooja ma'am, you can ask Biju sir to wind up, right?
Yes, sir. So nobody is there. Nobody is having any queries, sir. We can wind up, I think, right?
Yes, Biju sir will wind up.
I
Yes, sir.
hope the class was very interesting and very clear. That is why the questions are very less. So, sir, today actually we learned how to make a prompt. So definitely we'll be, and all our respected educators also have benefited out of today's evening. And surely we will be getting updated with making the prompt and making the classroom situation more knowledgeable, so that the teaching learning methodology will improve a lot according to the required technological know-how. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Pooja ma'am, for the support you
Thank you,
have
sir.
given throughout.
It's
And
my
thank you
pleasure,
all
sir.
educators. Once again, happy Independence Day.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
We can. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Now, if anybody asks, do you know whether prompt engineering? Let's not say we are not prompt engineers. We are prompt engineers. So thank you so much for your participation. Let's meet next week. Signing out. Good night, everybody. Good night, Pooja ma'am, Biju sir, everybody.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.